For the best experience, please use headphones or listen in a quiet environment. Unlock ancient wisdom. How the Vedas can transform your modern life. Have you ever wondered where humanity's most profound questions about existence, purpose, and the universe were first explored? Imagine a time, thousands of years ago, when the answers weren't just written, but sung, chanted, and lived through rituals and practices that have shaped entire civilizations. Today we're diving into the Vedas, the oldest and most authoritative texts in Hinduism. But let me tell you, this isn't just about history. It's about timeless wisdom that can transform the way you think, feel, and act right now. Let's start with this thought. If you had access to a source of knowledge so profound that it's been called the foundation of spiritual understanding, wouldn't you want to explore it? And more importantly, what would you do with that wisdom? That's the question we'll answer together by the end of this talk. So stay with me. This could be the spark that changes your life. The Vedas, a foundation of knowledge and spirituality. The Vedas aren't just books. They're living, breathing sources of insight that have stood the test of time. Written thousands of years ago, the Vedas are divided into four main texts: the Rigveda, the Samaveda, the Yajurveda, and the Atharvaveda. Each of these offers a unique lens through which we can view the world, our role in it, and the forces that guide us. Let me break them down for you. 1. Rigveda. This is the book of hymns. It's where humanity's first poetic attempts to connect with the divine were recorded. Have you ever felt awestruck by the beauty of nature or the mysteries of the cosmos? That's the spirit of the Rigveda, a celebration of life and the divine forces that fuel it. The Rigveda's hymns also reflect deep gratitude and humility. One verse says, "The heavens and the earth are held in balance by truth." This reminds us that our actions, rooted in truth, can create harmony in a world often pulled by chaos. One profound example of the Rigveda's relevance today lies in ecological balance. Modern environmental movements echo the Rigveda's respect for nature. Organizations like the Chipko movement in India, where villagers embrace trees to prevent deforestation, embody the Rigveda's call to protect what sustains life. 2. Samaveda. This is all about music and rituals. Think of it as the soundtrack of ancient spirituality. Why does this matter? Because music has always been a bridge to the soul. The Samaveda teaches us that rituals are more than actions. They're a way of aligning ourselves with universal harmony. For instance, the vibrations of certain chants in the Samaveda are designed to elevate the practitioner's consciousness. These chants emphasize that music and sound are not just for pleasure, they're tools for transformation. A modern example of this is the increasing use of sound therapy in wellness practices. Studies show that sound frequencies can reduce stress and anxiety, similar to how the Samaveda's chants were believed to promote inner peace and focus. 3. Yajurveda. Practical and action-oriented, this text is like a guidebook for rituals. It reminds us that understanding is nothing without action. What good is wisdom if it doesn't inspire you to act? The Yajurveda also emphasizes ethical behavior, saying, "Perform your duties with dedication, but remain detached from the results." This wisdom helps us focus on doing our best without being paralyzed by the fear of failure or the allure of rewards. One striking modern-day example comes from athletes. Elite performers like Olympic gold medalists focus intensely on their training process rather than obsessing over the outcome. This approach mirrors the Yajurveda's philosophy. Focusing on effort and preparation rather than the end goal leads to excellence and fulfillment. 4. Atharvaveda. The most diverse of the four, it's filled with spells, charms, and philosophical ideas. It explores the power of intention, belief, and the mind. The Atharvaveda says, "May we resolve to dedicate our minds to noble thoughts." It invites us to actively shape our thoughts, recognizing that what we focus on expands in our lives. Imagine the power of consciously choosing thoughts of abundance, kindness, and growth. The Atharvaveda's teachings on belief resonate with the principles behind cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which is widely used to help people overcome negative thought patterns. Both emphasize that changing your thoughts can change your reality. Why should you care? You might be thinking, this sounds fascinating, but what does it have to do with my life today? Here's the truth. The Vedas aren't just ancient relics, they're roadmaps for modern living. They teach us how to find purpose in a chaotic world, how to align our actions with our values, how to connect with something greater than ourselves. So let's dive deeper into their lessons. Common misconceptions about the Vedas. Before we delve into the lessons, let's address some common misconceptions that people often have about the Vedas. Misunderstandings can create barriers to embracing their wisdom, but with clarity, we can overcome them. Misconception 1. The Vedas are only for scholars or religious practitioners. One of the biggest misconceptions is that the Vedas are inaccessible to the average person, that you need to be a scholar or a religious devotee to understand them. But this couldn't be further from the truth. The Vedas were meant for everyone. Their teachings are universal and can be applied to everyday life. How to overcome. Start small. You don't need to read the entire Rigveda to benefit from its wisdom. Even exploring a single hymn or concept can provide profound insights. For instance, try reflecting on the Rigveda's statement, "Truth is one. The wise call it by many names." How does this apply to your perspective on diversity and unity? Misconception 2. The Vedas are outdated. Another common mistake is thinking of the Vedas as outdated texts with no relevance to modern life. People assume that ancient wisdom has no place in a world driven by technology and science. This is a short-sighted view. The principles of the Vedas, such as mindfulness, ethical living, and the power of belief, are more relevant than ever. How to overcome. Look for parallels between Vedic wisdom and modern science. For example, the Atharvaveda's teachings on the power of belief align with contemporary studies on neuroplasticity and the impact of positive thinking on mental health. Consider how adopting mindful habits can directly improve mental clarity, as both ancient wisdom and neuroscience affirm. Misconception 3. The Vedas promote blind ritualism. Some people dismiss the Vedas because they associate them with rigid rituals that lack meaning. This misunderstanding arises from a superficial view of ritual practices. In reality, the Vedas emphasize intention and understanding behind actions. How to overcome. Approach rituals with mindfulness. Instead of performing them mechanically, understand their purpose. For example, lighting a lamp during meditation isn't just a ritual. It symbolizes illuminating the mind and dispelling ignorance. This symbolic act connects our external practices with our internal growth. Lesson 1. The power of words, Rigveda. The Rigveda teaches us the power of words. It says, speech is the essence of humanity. Think about that for a moment. How often do we use words carelessly? Words can inspire, heal, and unite, but they can also hurt, divide, and destroy. Here's a real-world example. Think about leaders throughout history who used words to inspire massive change. Figures like Mahatma Gandhi or Martin Luther King Jr. They didn't just speak, they infused their words with purpose and conviction, creating movements that transformed the world. As Maya Angelou once said, words mean more than what is set down on paper. It takes the human voice to infuse them with deeper meaning. This quote reflects the profound ability of words to shape emotions, beliefs, and ultimately actions. Leaders, poets, and teachers have consistently harnessed this power to spark revolutions and personal growth. Scientific studies have shown that words have measurable impacts on our brain and emotions. Researchers at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, found that positive affirmations activate the brain's reward system. When you speak or hear positive words, your brain releases dopamine, creating feelings of happiness and motivation. Imagine the ripple effect if we all consciously chose our words with this in mind. Action item: commit to using your words intentionally. Start each day with one positive affirmation. Tell someone you appreciate them. Write down your goals and speak them out loud. Words have power, use them wisely. Lesson 2. The harmony of rituals. Samaveda. The Samaveda reminds us that life is a series of rhythms and rituals. Have you ever noticed how good it feels to have a morning routine or a daily practice? That's because rituals create order out of chaos. They ground us and give us a sense of purpose. As the Samaveda says, through rituals we align ourselves with universal harmony. Imagine a musician tuning their instrument before a performance. Without harmony, the music would be chaotic. The same applies to life. Rituals are the tuning process that helps us play our best melody. Tony Robbins once remarked, "Your rituals define you. If you don't have strong rituals, you'll be at the mercy of life's chaos." This modern take underscores the timeless wisdom of the Samaveda. Just as daily rituals can anchor us, Robbins suggests that they also help shape our identity and fuel our ambitions. Modern research supports this ancient wisdom. A study conducted by Harvard University found that people who engage in daily rituals, such as journaling or mindfulness practices, experience lower levels of stress and higher levels of emotional well-being. Rituals create a psychological sense of stability, allowing us to navigate challenges with greater resilience. A practical example is how mindfulness routines like yoga have become essential tools for managing stress in high-pressure professions, such as healthcare and finance. These practices trace their roots back to the ritualistic harmony the Samaveda advocates. Action item: create a simple daily ritual that connects you with your higher self. It could be meditation, journaling, or even just taking a moment to breathe deeply and set an intention for the day. Lesson 3. Wisdom in Action. Yajurveda. The Yajurveda asks us to bridge the gap between knowing and doing. It's not enough to have wisdom, you must act on it. How many of us know what we should do but hesitate to take the first step? The Yajurveda challenges us to act with courage and clarity. One of its verses says, "Perform action without attachment to the fruits." This is a call to focus on the process, not just the outcome. Think about an artist painting a masterpiece. They don't start with the goal of selling it, they start with the joy of creation. Barack Obama once said, "The future rewards those who press on." I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. This sentiment aligns with the Yajurveda's call to action, urging us to focus on progress and perseverance, rather than fear or doubt. A fascinating study by Stanford University highlights the importance of focusing on the process. Researchers found that people who adopt a growth mindset, valuing effort over results, tend to achieve higher levels of success and satisfaction. This aligns perfectly with the Yajurveda's teachings. Focus on the journey, and the destination will take care of itself. This philosophy can be seen in entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, who take bold actions despite uncertainty. They focus on solving problems and building systems rather than obsessing over immediate financial gains. Action item: identify one area of your life where you've been procrastinating. Take one small action today, just one, and see how it feels to move forward. Lesson 4. The Power of Belief. Atharvaveda. The Atharvaveda explores the power of the mind. It teaches us that what we believe shapes our reality. There's a line that says, "What you think, you become." Isn't that profound? Your thoughts are like seeds, and your actions are the water that helps them grow. Are you planting seeds of doubt or seeds of possibility? Oprah Winfrey once said, "You don't become what you want, you become what you believe." This insight beautifully mirrors the Atharvaveda's teachings, emphasizing that belief is the foundation of transformation. Oprah's journey from adversity to becoming a global icon is a testament to the power of belief. Consider the story of Roger Bannister, the first man to break the 4-minute mile. Before he did it, it was considered impossible. But Bannister believed he could, and his belief not only helped him achieve the feat, but also inspired others to do the same. Within a year, several others broke the record. Neuroscientific research backs this up. Studies on neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, show that consistent positive beliefs and affirmations can create new neural pathways. This means that by changing your beliefs, you can literally reshape your brain and your reality. The practical applications of this are immense. For instance, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, has helped millions of people overcome anxiety and depression by shifting negative thought patterns, a practice rooted in what the Atharvaveda has been teaching for centuries. Action item: start a gratitude journal. Every night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice can shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Quotes that resonate. Let's reflect on some quotes from the Vedas. From the Rigveda: "Truth is one. The wise call it by many names." This reminds us that no matter our paths, we're all seeking the same truths. From the Samaveda: "May our minds work together in harmony for the good of all." This emphasizes collaboration and unity. From the Yajurveda: "Act in harmony with your higher self." A call to align our actions with our values. From the Atharvaveda: "Life is as vast as the mind can imagine." This reminds us to dream big and believe in possibilities. How do these resonate with you? Which one speaks to your current journey? Bringing it all together. Now, let's step back and look at the bigger picture. The Vedas aren't just about spiritual practices. They're about creating a life of balance, intention, and meaning. They remind us that life is a gift, and every moment is an opportunity to connect with the divine. Knowledge is power, but action is transformation. Belief is the foundation of reality. Reflect and act. Let me ask you this. What's one thing you've learned today that resonates with you? Is it the power of words, the importance of rituals, the need for action, or the strength of belief? Whatever it is, commit to doing at least one action item from today's talk. And don't just think about it, do it. And before you go, let me ask you, did you learn something new today? Did anything resonate deeply with you? If so, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification icon, and give this video a like. Here's why. When you engage with this channel, you're not just supporting us. You're joining a community of seekers who are committed to growing, learning, and making the world a better place. Finally, if there's a specific topic you're curious about, something that could inspire others and contribute to a better world, let us know in the comments. Your ideas matter, and together we can create content that uplifts and empowers. Remember, the wisdom of the Vedas is not just ancient, it's eternal. Let it guide you to live a life of purpose, passion, and peace. Until next time, stay curious and keep growing.